Dear students, welcome to the analysis of the poem that is called NOZIZWE, written by Mazisi Kunene from South Africa. This poem was assessed in the Tanzanian Form 4 National Examination in 2019. So pay attention to listen to what the poem is speaking about. You are to be the center of our dream, to give life to all that is abandoned. You are to heal the wound, to restore the bonds that were broken, but you betrayed us. You chose a lover from the enemy. You paraded him before us like a sin. You led your clans to the gallows. You shouted our secrets before the little strangers. You mocked the sacred heads of our elders. You parleyed their gray hair before the children. Their lips that told the ancient truths were sealed. By their sunken eyes, your body was cast. The moving river shall swallow it. So this is the poem that is called NOZIZWE. And so what is the poem about? The poem is about a person called NOZIZWE who betrayed his society by exposing the secrets of his society or clans to strangers and by siding with the enemies. Who is the persona? The persona in this poem is a clansman or a clansman, a tribal man who knows NOZIZWE. He shows that he is one of those betrayed by saying, "You mocked the sacred heads of our elders." So, the persona is one of the tribe men. Who is NOZIZWE? NOZIZWE is the person who betrayed his society. He exposed the secrets of his clan to the enemies or to the strangers. Okay, so why was the expectation of being the center of our dream so important to the people in the poem? Okay, so the expectation of being the center of our dream was so important because it would heal the wound and restore the bonds that were broken by the enemies. How did the person in the poem betray his people? Okay, so the person in the poem betrayed his people by siding with the enemies and exposing his society's secrets to enemies or strangers. He sided with the enemies and exposed his society's secrets to strangers. Okay, in what ways did the person in the poem disrespect the elders? Well, so the person in the poem disrespected the elders a lot. He mocked them. He mocked them. Can you find a pair of words in verse 5 which alliterate? Briefly explain why they alliterate. Okay, the words but and betrayed alliterate. Why? This is because both begin with consonant sound B. But and betrayed, so sound B. Briefly explain how relevant the poem is to Tanzanian society. Well, the poem is relevant to Tanzania or to Tanzanian people because there are people who have been betrayed by their close friends, relatives, or lovers. There are also many people who also betray elders and disrespect them. So the poem is very, very relevant to our society in Tanzania and Africa in general. What are the themes communicated in the poem? Well, betrayal and disappointment are the two themes explained or shown in this poem. NOZIZWE betrays his society, so he is considered to be a traitor. And well, being a traitor is not a good thing in the society, especially if you are betraying the people who trust you much. You have to trust and show trust to people who trust you. What are the figures of speech that can be seen in this poem? Well, parallelism, and like there is a place where the following structures are shown. You were, you chose, you parlayed. So these sentences with cross similarity in structure are shown, maybe to make some kind of emphasis. And another figure of speech is simile. There is a comparison of dissimilar things using conjunctions, or like. Example, in the poem there is a place where the verse before us like a sin. So like a sin likened to dissimilar things. Message from the poem. Well, one message I can just get is we must be faithful to our friends, society, and our nations. So we should not betray our friends. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. You can subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications and support also my channel. Ciao.